Okay, posting to your blog. So posting to your blog is probably going to be your simplest thing that you do on your site. So you can go to the post. You can add one from here. Add one once you click the post up at the top here. You can also add one from the plus and then new, and you can go to the post as well. So if we go add a new post, you're going to name your blog post. You can put in all of the content that you would like in that section there. Now you can make the format a standard post. You can make it simply a gallery, a link. You can make it a video as well, so that's really nice. If you wanted to customize your post to make it kind of fancy looking, you can click this backend editor, and this enables that same kind of template that you had for your main pages. Now, again, here's some of your actual page templates. So if you wanted to create this so that your blog posts look more like a page, so that could be really good for marketing efforts, for posting information about a course, for example. It just kind of snazzes it up a little bit, which is really nice. And then we've put in some categories. Now, feel free to add in more categories. So you just press this new category and it automatically gets added there. So these categories are great for filtering some of the content so that, you know, we can add in a side menu that says show the viewer all of the articles that are related to news or in the media, for example, or classes. So that's a really great way of displaying your content on the front end and displaying your actual posts. So this post right here, we're just going to create the post itself. We're going to categorize it. We can put in some tags. This featured image is going to be the image that's shown on the front. So if you recall here, let's see. Give it a second. Okay. So we could do so here it's going to show your recent post down here. So let's say we went to a recent post. Now this is going to be your featured image, this one here. And then you're also going to have the content information. So this is going to be a link with a little bit of read more to it. And that shows up there. So this is the side menu that we put together for you. If you want this changed, just let us know. And then it kind of shows you where this is located. Okay. So we can go back to the classic mode. We can put in text here if we wanted to. This little blue button, we can put in buttons. We can put in quotes or social kind of buttons. We can put in a bunch of different options there. We can put in a list. And it's nice with a click of a button you can do that. So we can also put the title bar. So if we didn't want the title bar there, we can put it as a header only, similar to what I showed in the pages. And then this expert right here is going to show up as your summary here. This one is we've just displayed the titles, but if we wanted to have a summary, we could put in an expert here and put it that way. So this featured image, we can set the featured image. And let's set it this one here, or let's say that there's no featured image that we want to use. We want to use a new image. So we can go to our finder here, and let's bring in a random image that I will delete after. So this one is a guy walking. So again, just a random image. just using as an example. So this is uploading to the site. It's a little slow because I'm uploading the videos at the same time. Okay, so, and I can say, yep, this looks good. I'm going to change the title to title of post, and I'm going to set this as the featured image. So it's going to show up there. And if I wanted to preview it, this is what the post is going to look like. And give it a second. Oops. So I have to publish it and then preview it. Here we go. Oh, and I also don't have a title. That could be why. Okay, post example. Now again, because Keith has been, and we've been posting these for you, I doubt that you'll actually need to do this, but just in case you want to do some of your own posts, this is how you do it. So we're going to go to preview image. There we go. This is your post example. Oops. And didn't keep the featured image. Let's try this again. There it goes. Now let's preview that. So it might look a little funny because the image I uploaded is a square, and typically these are rectangles. Oh, it might not even let me do that particular image. It might be a bit big. I also want to make sure, if I'm not seeing this featured image, sometimes there's some options that disable this top image. So we want to make sure that that's not the case. So we can put in, okay. Let's see. There we go. So there it is. Like I said, it's going to look funny because it's a square where this should actually be a rectangle. So if you want to, if you create a featured image for your blog post, you want to make sure that the image is more of a rectangle than a square. And you can see this is the content, this is the title of the post, this is the date. It's categorized as uncategorized because I didn't pick a category, and it automatically has these social icons at the bottom, which is really nice. You could also have leave comments. So this can be turned on and off. If you want the comments turned off, just let us know and we can turn those off. So this discussion is an easy way. You can just say allow comments or not allow comments, and we can allow trackbacks and pingbacks on this page. And that means that if you're going to edit it a bunch of times, you can track those so that if you want to go backwards because you fumbled and you deleted everything, you can go backwards and retrieve all the information that you had on the page previously. So we'll go back to the posts. I'm just going to leave this and I'm going to delete it because you won't need this post, especially not published. So let's take that off. Now I'm also going to show you, so if you have comments, you would go to your comments section and you could see your comments here. Now you could edit them, you could approve them to be put onto the front end of your site, or you could delete them. Okay, so I'm going to also show you how to put in some media. And then we're going to show you testimonials. So if you wanted to add some images, and let's say you had a bunch of bulk images. Now, if you are going to add images, I strongly recommend that the images are less than 750 kilobytes big. So you want to make sure that they're optimized for web viewing as well. So part of that is making sure that DPI is 72. and that the image size is no more than 750 kilobytes. And then the size, like the actual dimensions of the image, can vary. It's more about the complete size of the actual image. So is it a 1.2 megabyte size file, or is it a 500 kilobyte file? So a 500 kilobyte file is going to load fast, and it's not going to weight down or make your site heavy. So, and that's going to help with SEO stuff. So we recommend that you resize your image. If you need help and you have resized the image, or sorry, you have not resized the image and you've uploaded it, just let us know, and then we can go in and resize it for you. And then that way you can use that image. Okay, so we could do a bulk select. So let's say we want to delete a bunch. I'm going to delete that one, but I could go down and delete any number of these ones if I wanted to. So let's delete some of these demo images, and here we go. So I'm going to delete this selected. Okay. Oops. There we go. Took a second. So we can also upload a bunch too. So if I wanted to add new, I can drag and drop a bunch of files, or I can drag and drop just one file, or I can say select files. That way, if I wanted to upload this particular image, then I could just press that one image, or I can press a bunch of these images and then press open, and it would upload those. So I'm not going to upload those, but I just wanted to show you how to upload any media if you wanted to. So this can also work with your product images. If you wanted to do a bunch of products and you didn't want to go individually to upload them, you just wanted to be able to go into your library and pick an image for when you create that product, you could do that here. Okay, let's go into your testimonials. Okay, so this is where you're going to change your testimonials. Now, when you say add new, so we've got kind of dummy testimonials. We've taken all the testimonial sections off of the site simply because they're just kind of filler for the time being. So your title can be kind of anything. This is going to be the bulk of your actual testimonial. Now, the author name is going to be the person that is your person that said the testimonial. And you can put here their company or their position. So if you forget, you just hover over these little question marks and it will tell you that. And then you can, I would put it to drone services as a category. But you don't necessarily, like, you can add a bunch of different categories. So you could have testimonials specific to your products and testimonials specific to your services, for example. And you can make different categories, and then you can customize the testimonials that are shown per page. So it can show all the testimonials that are categorized as drone services, or you can have testimonials on the shop page, for example, that all relate to how awesome your products and services are. So this is a really easy way to add in testimonials, and then without having to go into the individual pages, you can dictate where they go based off of the category. So you can kind of add a bunch of them, and then let's say put them all into drone services, and then it automatically shows up on all the testimonials through the site that have been tagged as showing the drone services testimonials. So again, if you have questions with some of these things, let me know, and I can try and walk you through it. Some of this stuff, especially if you're new to it, can seem a little confusing, but I promise once you use it enough, you really get the hang of it.